Hey, hello, this is Henry. Thank you for joining me today for episode number 2 on AI for humans. And today I am going to be covering how to access our online training. And let me switch over here to my other screen. Here we go. If you go to my website, www.henrygriner.com, you will end up on this page. And from here, if you go and click on AI for Humans, now this is if you haven't already joined. I'm putting this video up on YouTube and also on my AI for Humans school group. But if you haven't already joined, this is where you go. From henrygriner.com, you click on this link right here, and you'll be taken to this page. And there's no cost. You just drop your email in this box and you will be taken to the classroom. Here we go. You'll go to the About page where you'll see a video that I recorded with my AI twin. As you see, I'm Henry's AI twin. You can listen to that. It's about 2-3 minutes long. Just gives you some information about what I'm doing. There's a couple other videos you can click on and take a look at those if you'd like to also. But what you will be doing and what I'm going to be teaching on are the modules that I have here. Actually, the video I'm recording will be added to module number 1 here later today or tomorrow, depending upon how far I get along in all of this. And I'm actually adding videos to each of these modules to actually show people how everything works. So let me jump in here and show you what we have. Module number 1. This is the training information that we have in here. So module number 1, what actually is AI? We talk about that. I'm not going to read it word for word because when you join, you'll be able to actually go through and read that information yourself. Module or lesson number 2, we get into why right now matters. This is an important time in history to be using AI. And if you're not already using it in business, where you already are employed, or you're hoping to be employed later on in life, or if you are like me and you have an online business, either starting it or you're doing it full time and you're making the transition from using other tools out there to actually using AI. When I started using AI almost 2 years ago, all I did was use it to help me create blog posts. And I've covered all that in the history on episode 1 if you want to know more about how I began using AI and the different areas and the websites that I have in my ecosystem, as ChatGPT, my assistant Alex, talks about. Then you can go back on YouTube and take a look at episode 1. It's about 14 minutes long, gives you an overview of what I have set up and how I'm using AI in the different aspects of my business. So number 3, we get into some of the biggest myths. And number 1, you have to teach, you have to be tech savvy to use AI. That's not true. Although I have over 30 years of experience in technology, building my first website in 1996, I got on the internet just after it went commercial in the fall of 1995. Before then, all it was communications networks at colleges and government buildings. Myth number 2, AI will replace my business or my job. That's not totally true. You can read my answer for that. Myth 3 is AI is always right. And no, that's not true. AI is very smart, but you need to teach it who you are, what you're using it for, And in further modules, I get into talking about and training you on how to do each of those things. You can't just think of AI as going to Google and typing in a search term. And now, of course, Google is tied in with the Google AI platform. And so you can do more than just getting an answer. You can get information that gives you kind of a synopsis. It'll give you an overview, a kind of a reader's, what we used to call a Reader's Digest version, and then it'll have links to where it got the information. AI is much more powerful than that. And I want you to learn what those powerful areas are. Lesson number 4, your first simple steps. And I'm just going to show you, excuse me, my allergies are acting up again, so I've got the froggy kind of voice on this recording later in the day. I should have done it earlier this morning when I wasn't quite so froggy. But here we go. I'm going to click on chat.openai.com. This is where you get set up on ChatGPT. And as I open this, yep, I've got a scan tool that warns me that there was a problem with it a while back. So right now, I'm not logged in on this web version, but you can go in here. Now, I pay $20 a month for my Pro version of ChatGPT. I've been doing that for over a year now. And you can get access to a lot of tools using the web-based version. You can download it to your phone. You can download it whether you're on an Android like I am. I have it on my Android phone. And I also have the application on my Windows desktop. I'm all in the Windows world, and I've never been in the Mac world except a couple times just for other purposes. But I've been in IT, so I ran servers and those kinds of things, and everything was on Windows systems that I took care of. So that's why I've stayed in this area. So if you're on Mac, if you're on iPhones, you can still use ChatGPT. If you're going to take the next step and you want to use Claude, now I use Claude. So Chat is OpenAI, that's one corporation. Claude AI is Anthropic. You've probably heard those two names. They are kind of like the battle of the bands. There's two different organizations out there. So here we go. I have used the desktop version. So you can see that it comes up. I am logged in here on this version of Claude, and it knows my name. So I can go in here. I have options for different projects, and you'll learn all of this. There's a lot of it that you will learn as you get through the various modules I have, and trial and error will help you. If you don't know something, you just ask. And so I'm going to, because I use a program called Whisper, so I don't have to sit here at my desk and type everything in. I just hold down the Control and the Windows key, and you'll see something pop up over on the side over there. And that activates my voice to text. And now when I let up on the keys, you'll see that. So that's not what I wanted to say. So I'm just going to backspace and delete off of that. Hey, we're in the middle of doing a video that I'm showing people how to use the Module 1 on AI for Humans School. So just give a shout out, hello to the people who are watching. Here we go. Hit the return key. And now it's thinking. Hello, everyone. Great to have you here as we dive into Module 1 on AI for Humans School. Now, this is Claude, Claude.ai, or I have it on my phone. I have several AI apps on my phone, so I can use it from my phone, and I can switch. If I start out doing something, oftentimes I will get into a voice discussion, or I will use Whisper app on my phone to be able to uh, copy down information, ask questions, whatever. And then when I get back to my desk, I can pull it up and I have complete access to everything that's on my phone and on my computer back and forth. Same thing with ChatGPT. I can switch between my computer screen and my phone, or my phone and computer screen, and access the same. So I can start a conversation in one area on my desktop and then switch over to it on the phone if I want to, or vice versa. So now one of the things I wanted to demonstrate, as long as we're logged into Claude, is if I have a question about how to use an app, I can ask it. So for somebody who is just starting out and has no idea how to use Claude to do different things, can you give me, say, 5 bullet points of things that people could do that they could learn when they begin? And here we go. Claude is thinking. There we go. Here are 5 great starting points for anyone new to Claude. Ask everyday questions in plain English. You don't need any special commands. This is all done by voice, or like I do. I mean, you could type at the keyboard, you could type at your phone, but using the Whisper, WISPR app is a better solution for you. It works on Macs, iPhones, it works on uh, PCs, and Android phones. And if you want, drop a comment below the video here. If you want a link to it, you can go look it up yourself. If you want to get my link, I can share it with you. So next thing is get help writing things, emails, thank you notes, Facebook posts, even a birthday toast. Just describe what you need and who it's for, and Claude will draft it for you so that you can edit it, and then you can bring in those documents into whatever program you're using. Brainstorm and think through decisions. I use it to help me create content and think about business decisions. Now, there's a lot of information that I have in both ChatGPT and Claude. They both know basically my whole business ecosystem, and so it's easy for them to work with me. It's easy for me to work with them. Summarize or explain things you don't understand. Learn a new skill step by step. So that's the way that you can utilize Claude. Now, I want to wrap up here in just a minute. I don't want to take a lot of time, but I do want to go back over here and show you the community. So in the community, there is a community area where people can post information. They can post questions. Here I just posted tomorrow. There will be a free workshop that I have linked up with my friend Mike Collins, who is doing training. So it's Thursday afternoon, July 16th at 1 o'clock. And he typically does replays on these. And once I have the replay, I'll load that up here. So people who join, again, for free, there's no cost to join, will have access to all that training. Mike is a fantastic trainer in how to do marketing. He's been doing the online marketing for about 17 years, 18 years. And then over the last several years, he's gotten into using AI to create images and videos, and really integrates all of that with how to do online marketing. So that would be a plus for you. If you're watching this today or in the next couple of days, you'd have access to that. So everything that we've built out, and by the way, all of the content in the classroom has been built with the help of Claude. All 8 modules in here. I have 7 modules that are all free. Module 8 is set up for a payment. Only, I think it's $6 to set up, $6 or $8. So I will be going through additional modules over the next several days and get those videos up. I'll post them here. But this is what I have right now. I have leaderboards you can follow along. You can see what level you're at. You can see what level other people are at. Right now, there's about 60 people in here. I have people virtually from all over the world. South Africa, I've got people in the Middle East, and I think a couple in Europe right now. So that's basically what I wanted to share. Again, if you go to my website, henrygriner.com, that will give you access to everything. And I would really appreciate it. Let me see if I can pop this up here. If you would go and like, subscribe, share, like, and subscribe, like, and share. I'm reading it left to right or right to left. And that helps me to build my people coming into the website and learning about AI. Again, it's all free. What I have on YouTube is free. What I have on my AI for Humans is free. And so I'd appreciate it if you would share. And again, when you take a look at my website, I go back over here. There we go. Get on the right tab and get to the right screen over here. Here we go. So this, everything that I do, you will find, and this I shared in my first video. So I actually have a music video that I recorded that you can take a look at. My primary business, Legacy Builders, which I'll talk about more in future videos. And then this is episode number 1 is actually shared right here. And then my Substack newsletter, AI for Humans. So thank you for tuning in. Again, I'd ask you to subscribe, like, and share, and help other people learn how to use AI tools. Thank you for your time. God bless. Bye-bye.